And good morning, guys. Happy Saturday. I am Tanisha. This is Tanisha's World, and y'all know I come give y'all the real. Y'all are like my sounding board, my voice, the reason at times, and y'all just listen to me. So I just wanted to come up here and talk to the single moms. You know what I'm saying? Please do not bash your children's fathers to your children. I am 34 years old, and I don't have a relationship with my father because of the things that my mother planted in my head when I was like 3, 4, 5. To fear my dad, that he would molest me, that he would touch me, that he murdered his wife, they never found her body. To fear my daddy. He didn't love me. If he loved me, he would come spend time with me. If he loved me, he would pay child support, which he did. For 18 years of my life, my daddy paid the child support. Like, he missed maybe a couple of times and ended up in jail, and after that, he paid regularly. You know what I'm saying? It was a whole lot. If he loved you, he would take care of you. He did. He gave you money for me, so what you mean take care of me? He can't do more than what he can do when he's on disability and retired himself because he messed up his shoulder in the military. What more do you want him to do? His back and his shoulder messed up. I mean, what do you want him to do? You know what I'm saying? He's living on a fixed income himself. There's only so much he can do. And this was back in the 80s and the 90s when money won't money. You know what I'm saying? Back when a little bit of money went a long way. So I just want to come and make this video because, as all y'all know, I'm working on this book. And I was editing it today because, like, I don't want my childhood to sound like this perfect thing and, oh, my mom was great and my dad was great and I just had this great childhood, because that wasn't the case. Like, I can count on my hands how many times I saw my dad. Like, I remember a time that my mom had put together this thing for the kids in the community to go to eat at Quincy's restaurant. And I wanted to go because I was a fat little thing. And we're about to pull out, and my dad pulled up, and he wanted to come get me because he had got me a bike. And my mom was like, "Well, you can go with your daddy, but then you can't go eat." And I was like, "What you mean I can't go eat if I go with my dad?" She's like, "Well, you have to choose. Either you can go with me, or you can go with your daddy." There shouldn't have been a choice. There should have been, okay, well, you can go with your dad, and when you get done with your dad, he can bring you to the restaurant, and you can still eat. And so here I am at 5 crying because I want to see my daddy and I want to go eat, and my mama couldn't be the bigger person, or my daddy, and figure out how to make it work. That should not happen. You should never put a child in the middle of your mess. No matter how much I don't get along with my daughter's father, I don't put my daughter in the middle of our mess. You know what I'm saying? I don't come to her and tell her what goes on between me and her daddy. To her, as far as she knows, until my book comes out anyway, her dad is this great person. I will never ever tell her anything less of her father. I would never put her in the middle of our mess. I would never put my son in the middle of me and his daddy mess, because that's not the type of person that I want to be. My mom painted my dad in this picture as this hateful, drunk person, to the point that when she passed away, I chose to live with someone else than live with my daddy. And I wonder, like, how different my life would be had I just lived with my dad. You know what I'm saying? Had I let my dad love me through that. But I didn't. I went and lived with my papa, who put me in his women's home, when I'm women and with women who were recovering drugs and or recovering addicts, basically. You know what I'm saying? And that's who I grew up with from 13 till 19. So that was my childhood. That was my life. That was her dying wish for me. So even in death, she still won. 'Cause I still didn't have my dad. And to this day, he doesn't understand, like, why I chose him over him and all this stuff. It's caused a lot of problems in our relationship. And right now, we don't even have a relationship. I have 4 kids. One of them that lives with her daddy that I talk to, and then my son. And he doesn't have a relationship with either one of his grandkids, and that hurts me because those kids look just like my dad. You know what I'm saying? And it's really hard, and it really sucks. And so I'm just coming on here as a screwed up adult, telling women, don't use your children as pawns. Don't talk about your kids' fathers to your children, because it screws your kids up. Don't go around talking about, oh, your daddy's gonna molest you, because you know what they're gonna do. You can tell them, okay, if this happens, you come tell me. No matter who does it to you, you come tell me. Don't tell them, oh, if your daddy does it, you come tell me. Tell them, if any man, any woman, any child, anybody, no matter who it is, preacher, teacher, coach, anybody does it to you, you come tell me. Don't make it about the absent parent, because that's what she made it about. She didn't make it about just anybody, because had she made it about anybody, had she told me that little girls could touch me, then I would have known that it was wrong when that happened. But that's not what she taught me. She told me that my daddy would touch me. And it never happened. And I held on to this for years, and I didn't realize just how psychologically damaging that was until today. Hold on, y'all. I need some water in my life. Whew. See? Oh, y'all, we washed clothes yesterday. And dudes don't wash clothes like females. We always make sure everything's dry before we leave the laundromat. He didn't do all that. But thank God I have a king-size bed. And I can dry stuff on my bed. So anyway, don't do that to your kids. You feel me? Don't take your issues with their parent out on them. Don't do that to them. Because that's not fair to your child. That hurts them. That puts them in a really bad place. And it really sucks. And it really sucks that I'm 34, almost 35 years old, and my daddy won't take my calls. Because he's so hurt. And he has every right to be hurt. I was stolen from him. I'm his only child. And he has zero relationship with me whatsoever. And it sucks. It sucks badly. It sucks so badly that he could have got my son, my oldest son, but I wouldn't even let him because of all the shit that I thought about him. And it's really bad. And it's like, I'm so mad at her right now. I'm so hurt by her. Because she did all this for what? Like, because you didn't have your dad, and you know who your daddy was, you didn't want me to know my dad, and you want me to have my dad. Like, what was the purpose? Like, because y'all couldn't get along and y'all couldn't be together? Because he didn't want you? I mean, I have so many questions, and I can't even ask her. Because she's not here. You know, it's like, you dead, you gone. I'm still here. And I got to suffer with the decisions and the choices that you made to do to me. You did this to me. I didn't do this to you. I wasn't sure, mama, you were mine. So, anyway, y'all, I can't wait to see Jessie in 2 weeks. Because I have a lot to talk to her about. Because this really screwed up my head today. This really screwed up a lot. And then it makes me wonder, this is why I choose, like, really abusive people. Because I was taught that my daddy would abuse me and he didn't. So I look for men to abuse me so my mama can be right. I mean, it's just really retarded. It's a lot to think about. And then it makes me wonder, okay, now what's not my... If y'all happen to catch that, then y'all know my boyfriend's name. If y'all didn't, then, oopsie, slip up. It makes me wonder if my boyfriend will abuse me one day, even though he's not really abusive. He's not the abusive type. It's just a lot that just makes me unlock and wonder and puts me in a really crazy place in my mind. But I'm going to take some Ativan for my anxiety, take a shower, get ready to get my life together, and I'm going to come back and give y'all a better video for the day. But I just wanted to come up here and just tell y'all that, you know what I'm saying, as a single parent, don't do that to your kids. Because I don't ever want another child to be 34 years old sitting where I'm sitting right now. Like, bruh, really? Bye, guys.